Hey guys, it's Bianca Sophia. This video is going to be in regards to my initiations. I don't know, maybe I should record this when I'm in a better mood. I feel like this will make me feel better, maybe, if I talk. I don't know. I always feel better after I talk. And I found when I force myself to talk, that's when I needed to talk. Like when I didn't want to talk is when I should have talked, right? All right, so the first initiation was last year on, I mentioned it before, April 2nd, 2022. And I covered this in another video already about, it was a black magic attack. And how, like, Michael was, like, chomping at me inside my brain, inside my head. So it's, like, trying to explain what this was like. So say you're just enjoying your day, okay? And then you've got, like, a chomping shark in your brain. And you can't think of anything but that chomp, 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 constantly for an hour. And you're trying to think out of it, and you can't. It's, like, really hard. I was able to think out, like, take it out. Like, it's really hard to explain this. I was able to break through the chomping to think outside of that chomping. Even it was still there, chomping, yes, but I was like, okay, calm down. Let's breathe through this. This is happening for a reason. That, fuck up. I know what kind of reason this is, but I got the seraphim all around me saying, everything's okay, everything's fine, just breathe, and like I told you guys, I took a bath, I got in the water, and like, did all my protections and all that, and that really helped. But I really thought, like, in that moment, like, after 30 minutes of the chomping, that I was going to die. I really thought that was it, like, I was dying. And it wasn't just, I can't put it into words. I've tried to explain this to so many people too, and they're just like, huh. So yeah, it was like, there was something in my head trying to, eat my brains. Like, what is that? That's crazy. It's very interesting. Thank you, Michael L. So I did not hear this before or know this before, but he just told me when that was taking place that they took advantage and were actually chomping away a lot of the negative programming. So they like used it for good. That's very interesting. Thank you, Michael L. He just told me that. He's like, yeah, well, while we were chomping on the things that were not good for you. Like, the negative programming, chomping away that stuff. When they were literally trying to chomp me away to kill me, they were very cool. Thank you. Okay. Well, see, there you go. You learn something new every day, right? All right. I'm lighting up for this next one because I don't even know how I'm going to explain this one. And listen to this one. As I was lighting the cigarette, I'm thinking, and I've been told this before, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I said, why do people smoke cigarettes? What is that? Like, what is that? Because you know how it's everything's connected to something. He said, people that smoke cigarettes have broken hearts. I'm like, oh, that hurts. And he's like, well, what are you doing when you're smoking? Well, you're affecting your throat chakra, but your lungs, right? And that's where your heart chakra is. So yeah, people that smoke cigarettes are brokenhearted down within their soul. They are the brokenhearted. So I'm like, why am I still smoking? And he just gives me a hug. I'm not brokenhearted though. All right, stop that. Go away. No, I'm going to share that story for later. I got to make a whole video on that. The boys want me to share a story that I was just driving, and they were like, to try to cheer me up, they were doing their dance and stuff again. But I'm gonna play the song that was playing and the whole story. It's really funny, but That's for another time. It's like the boys are back, right? Apparently I pushed them away and I didn't even realize it. But now they're back and they're just being their goofball selves. I can't get away from them. Just bouncing around and being silly and their big goofball selves. The dancing is great though. I love when they dance. And their humor is so cute. Like it's just so cute. I really don't know where I would be without these guys. Thank you. Because I don't want to say it out loud. Thank you. They want me to tell you guys what they're saying, but I'm just not in the mood. Can you tell I'm cranky? Okay, so let's see. I don't even know how I'm going to explain this initiation. It's like something I can't explain. The best way I can describe it, in regards to the once it started, is like if somebody, like I said, slipped you some acid, and if or not the mushroom kind, not the kind where you're laughing, the kind where you cannot shut off your mind and it's just going from place to place to place to place, and you have no control over it. That was like it, but it was like a bad trip mixed with a good trip, right? It was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like 1 second I'm in heaven, and then the next second I'm in the depths of hell, with like screaming and just like it literally sounded like I was in hell. And then I want to bring this up. One of the moments, there was like this portal, right? And this portal kept trying to suck me in, and like if I had gotten through that portal, I would have been like stuck in space forever, just floating there. This is the kind of shit that was going through my mind, and this portal kept sucking me in, right? And I was like, no, I don't want to go there. Stop. And then like Michael L would be on the other side saying, no, come over here to this side. It was like going back and forth from the dark to the light, dark light, dark light, dark light. But it was non-stop. It wouldn't stop. Like I had no control of my consciousness whatsoever. It was terrifying. I was literally laying in bed, like I told you guys. And I was like, all right, I'm dying. I know this is my death, because like this is not, I'm not on Earth anymore. This is not, what is this? This is not, I'm not in the third dimension at all right now. And they're like, Bianca, you're not dying. You're not dying. They're like, you're gonna get through this. Breathe. Calm down. Relax. That's what they kept saying, like all night long and into the morning. It wouldn't stop. And it actually started when I was out with my kids. We went to Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse, and Philip actually used to work there, so it was nice to have my kids there, and it was nice. And of course, it didn't end nice. I didn't even end up eating my food. I couldn't even put the food in the to-go boxes. I could barely even pay the bill. I didn't even know what I paid the lady. It started at the restaurant. I was at the restaurant, and all of a sudden I felt like I had been drugged, like on acid. Like all the people around me, like they were like moving around. Like the person on the right went and floated across the table and went to the left. Like this is some really hardcore tripping. That's what it felt like. And then I could see like spirits all around and ETs walking around. It was, and I was like, okay, kids, we need to go home now. And I immediately got nervous about driving home. That was another thing, but I'll get there. I was like, Dom, I need your help. Let's pack this food up. I think I ended up leaving most of it. I think we took one box home, and I ended up like leaving it out all night. I couldn't walk. It was like, if there was any cops around, they would have thought I was drunk. So I got my car, and I couldn't even get out of the parking lot, guys. I struggled for I drove in circles before I found the way out. And that's like, I don't even know what way I was going. It's like I didn't even know where I was, right? This is crazy, right? So as soon as I got in the car, I'm like, all right, I need you guys. The Seraphim. And they were already there because they knew it was coming. And like Seraphim Michael was right there. in my consciousness saying, okay, breathe, drive carefully, you're going to be okay. Just breathe. He kept saying, just breathe, you're going to make it home, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine. And I got home and I like prayed as soon as I parked the car. And I actually left my damn door open. I left my door open all night long, guys, and all day, because I didn't go out there again until like later on the next day. So I got my kids out, and apparently when I let Bella out, my daughter, I left that back door open. So, and cats got in there because there's like paw prints all over the inside of my car now. And then I went inside and I told my kids, listen, I need to lay down for a little bit. And I said, I don't know what's going on with me, but something's not right. So I laid there and I was dimension hopping, basically. Like I said, going low, then to high, then to low, then to high, then to low, then to high. And then there were moments when I would think of a dimension and I was there. Like I would see all these different planetary systems. I was able to see galaxies. I was able to see, like, go to a specific dimension, turn my head from left to right and see all the different ET beings in that dimension. And there was tons. And I could see all of them. Like it was very overwhelming, very overwhelming. But when like the dark stuff came, that was the toughest parts. Just like I can't even put into words how to even describe it. Like okay, I'll give you one example, and this is just use your imagination. Like there would be a body hanging there, and like someone stabbing it over and over and over and over, and I could hear the gun. I could hear the knife going in, and like screaming and blood just splattering. It was disgusting, right? And then I would go back up to the top again, and see like the cosmos, right? Different dimensions, different planets, beautiful planets like the like pink skies and like beautiful trees, and then back down to hell again. So that stabbing example, that was just one of many. So just use your imagination. And just like some of the lower, when I went down below, I guess the underworld, there was like these place with all these spiders and bugs and shadow beings and demonics all making weird noises, like not human noises. Then I went back up again. It was like this, and this went on for hours, you guys, hours. I couldn't even, you know how if you've ever taken acid or tripped, it's like impossible to sleep. That's exactly how it was. I couldn't even sleep. It was like taking over everything. But I was like, did somebody drug me at the restaurant, right? But no, I was no. I knew it was coming. I just knew. I could feel it. Just like the first one. But this one was completely like over the top. And then after, I think it was a few hours later, I hadn't gotten my kids to bed, and I came out here and I recorded. And while I was recording, I'm like, oh, I'm going to sound so crazy in this recording, but I don't sound too crazy. It's just because I wasn't putting across what I was really seeing, because you just can't. It's not something I can put into words, what I was going through. But I'm going to play the audio of during it. And this was like hours later after it started. Oh, and then the next night, it picked up again. I forgot to even mention this. It was like, I'm like, how long is this thing? Because it stopped, finally. I was pretty tired that day. And then when the night rolled around, I started seeing ETs again. And then dark stuff again. It was like, it's like a part 2. It wasn't not nearly as bad. And then part of the good part was, you have to go poop? That's wonderful. Go ahead. Oh, 'Isn't that lovely? So the night rolled around, and I came into sacred union with Seraphim Michaelo. And that was just a whole nother, that was like intense. It was, I don't even know how to explain that one either. It wasn't like any of the other ones, that's for sure. By the end, he'd shifted into someone else. And like we were on fire, the both of us. And we were screaming at the end, and like all this black crap like came out of our mouths. Have you guys ever seen Supernatural? Is it Supernatural? Yes, okay. You know whenever they'd kill a demon? You know whenever they'd kill a demon, like all that black smoke would come out? That's exactly what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. Like all this negative shit came out. And it was I could feel this burn throughout my whole body. It was like a transmutation and transformation. It was like a death and rebirth. But, okay. That's all right. I'm recording. Bye. Love you. So yeah, it was interesting to go through that with someone else. And then it kind of came on to the next day too again. A little bit again today. It's like a never-ending initiation, but it's each day it gets I don't know. I can't even tell you if it is going to end. I don't know what this is. I've never experienced this before. This isn't like anything I've ever been through before. Let me go ahead and play the recording of during. It was a few hours after it started. And then I might talk afterwards. I'm not sure. But here you go. I love you guys. I'm recording for some reason my initiation. What's going on here? I literally feel like I'm having a fucking nervous breakdown. I mean, straight up, like, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, this is it. I'm coming home, folks. I was like, I'm coming home. Seraphim fam, I'm coming, right? And they're like, Bianca, you're not dying. Oh fuck, I hope I don't wake up my kids. You're like, Bianca, have you been drinking? No, I haven't. No, none of that. Nothing. And I feel like I've been drugged. But I know what it was. But I can't talk about that yet. I've talked about initiations before, and one of the first ones that I remember was on an attack that happened on April 2nd, 2022. That's like a whole nother video I have to make, because it's just interesting how that initiation ties into this initiation now. I'm just like putting all the puzzle pieces together, and you're enjoying the ride with me. Sounds like I'm losing my mind, right? Like, if I shift my frequency up, like I can see fucking ETs like everywhere. Right? You're like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe some of you have, but this is some heavy shit. And these spiritual initiations, for those of us that have been in the programs and whatnot, they don't go easy on us at all. It's like, all right, we're gonna test you. We're gonna see just how strong you are. It's time to let another black magic attack come through and hit you. All right, bring it on. No, I didn't say that. No, I would never say that. Never. I guess it was time to humble me in some way. I don't know. I got the biggest spanking of my life. But at the same time, I know it's like, it's an initiation. Like you're going to that next level. yeah, and all of Michael and Michael and Lucifer, they're all coming through, just all at the same time. It got really weird. It got really weird. I mean, anybody else would have lost their damn mind. So they let a black magic attack come through and just tear you up, right? All right, let's see how tough you are. How are you going to handle this? Well, damn, like I said before, I thought I was about to die, so, you know. I was like, all right, I'm coming home, Michael L. I'm coming home. And it's still going on, you guys. It's still happening right now as I talk to you. Can't you hear me? Like, I'm going crazy. I'm going fucking crazy. And I know there's shit going on around me, and I'm not being paranoid. I'm not being paranoid. What the fuck is this now? And there's like a cop over there with a spotlight out right now too at the same time. We'll show you a sign. We'll show you another sign, Bianca. That, you know, that you're going through another initiation. When I talk about all of this, when I'm allowed to like just spill all of this shit that I've been going through, this is like better than any movie I've ever seen in my life. Like this shit, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable shit's going on. And yeah, some really fucked up things, but like I'm trying to look at the good side. You know, some really fucked up dark shit happened. And here I am smiling. Like that's a lot of growth. Right? Like she lost it. she lost it. Poor Bianca. We lost another one. No, this is what happens when you become whole. It's like boom, boom. Like I can't even put into words what this is, what this initiation is. It's, I mean, wow. Like I feel like I'm tripping on acid or something. I didn't take any acid. What is that? Yeah, I hear. They keep saying initiation. I'm like, okay, well, what does that even mean, really? Going through your level up, I get it, and then get tested. Not just in many different ways you get tested, right? In the spiritual, you get tested too. Because you're going to become more sensitive to energies, right? So you're going to feel the darkness even more too. This shit is crazy. But I was even thinking about it, like, can you imagine just going from a human consciousness perspective to a archangel's consciousness perspective? Like, that is, I feel like that's what I'm going through. Like this level, this consciousness expansion level up is like, these abilities that I'm having right now are freaking me out. They're kind of, you know, wow, okay, let me step back here. Like, that's a little much. But I'm like, if I was an archangel would have these types of powers and abilities, right? This shit's crazy, guys. I'm telling you. This Lion's Gate is no joke. I'm going to stop rambling. This is actually very calm compared to how I was earlier. So, yeah. But let me stop. I love you guys. Does it ever end? I hope it ends soon, because I don't know how much more I can take. See, I didn't sound how I really felt, though. It wasn't I was not able to put into words what was really going on, and I don't think anyone could ever explain it to you until you experience it yourself. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying here. But yeah, with this initiation, it's like I've had many initiations, many, like with every attack, and it's just another level up. You just level up, level up, level up, level up. Your consciousness as it expands, you become more sensitive to energies. And yeah, you have to take the good with the bad. And you have to be able, they want to see if you can handle this new expansion. Because you are there alone. It's not like, I mean, you're not, you know what I mean? You're not there alone, but when we go through these expansions, they want to see if we're going to be able to handle it, right? And that's what happens little by little by little. Your consciousness expands slowly. Because if it happened too fast, you would lose your damn mind. I mean, this is the proof right here. So now I understand why humanity cannot just be woken up like boom. They would go crazy. It has to be done little by little by little by little. And I've been going through this for a long time. So it's like humanity needs to speed up with this. I don't know. They need to be, I don't even know. Like this is, I don't even know. It also reminds me of like a Kundalini awakening where people go through, they'll go through a Kundalini awakening and they end up in the psych ward because this is what happens, right? It's all the same. It's all the same shit. But it's not just one time. It happens over and over and over and over as you go through the higher dimensions. So now looking back at everything that happened, like, yeah, it was scary at times. But while I was in it, I was also very excited because I knew where this was leading me. I knew what was on the other side, right? Like I'm going to be able to see better, hear better. My abilities and powers are coming back, not only coming back, but they're going to be expanded, right? Now I'm looking at it from a different perspective, which I knew I would eventually. I knew I was going to be like loving that. In the moment, yeah, I was like, oh my God, please stop. But now I'm very grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. I see the positive side of going through that because it's going to lead me to my higher self, to really embodying that higher self energy, really becoming my higher self. Like it's fucking graduation day, right? And I know I'm not the only one going through this right now. It's nice to know that there's others going through what I'm going through. So we're not alone. And then our higher selves are also all around us, and our spirit team and our spirit guides. My throat chakra is being attacked right now, I swear. I have not shielded and scripted, so that's time for me to go now. I have to go do my scripting and my shielding because, yeah. I love you guys. Shields up, swords up. Let's get it!